Video will be solving quadratic simultaneous equations, and we'll be using the substitution method. So here we have our equations. I'm going to go for two examples. So using substitution method, first thing I'm going to do is rearrange it to make one of the unknowns the subject. I could choose either one here, but I'm just going to do with x 11 minus y. And I'm going to substitute it 11 minus y into this equation here. So therefore here I'll get 11 minus y multiplied by y equals 30. Expand that out. I got 11y minus y squared equals 30. And then I'm going to rearrange all of this to get a quadratic equation. So y squared minus 11y plus 30 equals 0. So I've just taken everything to one side. And now that I've got my quadratic equation, I'll just solve this. So I'll do start here now. I've got y equals 0. 2 numbers time to give me 30. Add a subtract to give me 11 is going to be 6 and 5. And they need to add to give me, so it's going to be minus 6 and a minus 5. Therefore, y equals 6 and y equals 5. Remember, with quadratic simultaneous equations, you'll have two sets of answers. So now I'm going to use each one. So when y equals 6, x equals 11 take away 6, which is 5. And same for that. So when y equals 5, x equals 11 take away 5, which equals 6. Okay, pretty simple. That's that done. Next one. Again, we're going to do the same thing. So let me just draw a line underneath here. Oops. Bent line. So I'm going to rearrange this, which equals x equals 7 minus 2y. And I'm just going to divide everything by 2. Yeah, to get that, and that cancels out. So we're just left with 7 over 2 minus y. So now I'm going to substitute that into here. So I'll get 7 over 2 minus y times 7 over 2 minus y minus 4y squared equals 8. Expand all of that. I'm going to get, so 7 over 2 squared is going to be 49 over 4. To make my life a bit easier, I'm just going to pull it as a decimal. So it's 12.5 minus 7 over 2y minus 7 over 2y, which equals 7. It's minus 3. Yeah, so it goes minus 7y. Oops. Plus y squared minus 4y squared equals 8. Okay, so I'm going to rearrange everything. So I'm going to collect the like terms and then rearrange it to get a quadratic. So I'll continue up here. So if I take the 8 over to the other side, so it'll be 12.25 minus 8, which is 4.25 minus 7y, and then 1y squared minus 4y squared gives me minus 3y squared equals 0. Here I'm going to rearrange this into 3y squared plus 7y minus 4.25. Okay, so from there I could use my quadratic formula to work out the I'm going to use my quadratic formula to work out what my y is, because I've got a decimal here. Minus 4.25 equals 0. So I can use my quadratic formula. I'll just do that on my calculator since we looked at it last time to get my y. So y equals 2 and y equals y equals a half and y equals minus 2 5/6. And then I plug that into my x here. So when y equals a half, x equals 7/2 minus a half. So 7/2 minus a half, which equals when y equals a half, which equals 3. Could be 6/2, which equals 3. And then here do the same thing, 7/2 minus 256, which equals 6 1/3. Okay, so we're just following similar steps as we did in the last video when we're doing elimination. So rearrange to make one of the unknowns the subject, plug it into, substitute it in, expand it, collect your like terms, rearrange to make your quadratic quadratic equation, and solve it using any one of the methods that you know that we looked at in the previous videos that you could click onto, and then just substitute it back in to work out the remaining, the unknown. Okay, that's it for that video.